Hey everybody, Galucia here, bringing you another episode of my modded playthrough of Skyrim Special Edition. So, to give everyone a reminder from the last episode, we are in the Windstad Mine, which is a DLC added mine. Here it is right there, the Windstad Mine. It's a lovely place, and I'm super excited to share it with you today. There's a lot of stuff that you can actually do with this, and so far in the last episode, we cleared all the bandits out, and then we had to go buy a permit to get the rights to actually, do the mine, and then I just barely started with things, and stopped. So, first thing I'm showing you is the mine deposit control. So, this can be a bit OP, to be honest with you, but you can change how much yield you get from these deposits. So if you turn it all the way up to rich, you're going to get 12 ore every 6 times that your pickaxe strikes the thing. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just do that now. And so we have iron, corundum, and silver. I mean, I don't have time to sit here all day whacking at it. The other thing is, so here's our workbench. This is where we build all of our stuff. And it's really interesting because I'll show you, this is step 1, building the scaffolding. And then, then we can build more things, and then we can build more things, and then more things. And the thing is, there's 2 ways to go about this. So, I don't have a lot of gold right now. I just spend all my gold, basically, just to get this mine going. But, this is not 2 sets of scaffolding. You can either just pay the money if you have tons of it, or if you have the materials, you can do it like that. And the nice thing is, the majority of these materials are the kinds of materials that you can get here from the mine. It's mostly just, iron, and stuff like the logs, which takes corundum, the saw logs, which you can pay for, or if you're willing to spend longer times on it, you can actually do it the slow way and have them chopped. But you can see that takes 5, 10, or 15 hours depending on how many you're actually getting. I'm just gonna go ahead and select chop 55, and that makes 15 hours go by. So I mean, if you don't want to pass a bunch of time, then don't do that. But otherwise, go for it. So, yeah, there's, as you can see, so before this was low, now it's rich, and now as I go mining on it, I'm going to get obscene amounts of iron ore, which I'm going to need. I'm going to need ridiculous amounts of iron ore, and a fair amount, there it goes, 12 iron ore added, and a fair amount of corundum as well, because I'm going to need a decent amount of locks. So, I don't want to spend any gold on any of this. The whole point of the, well, not the whole point. There's actually a lot going on with this mine, and you're going to see it throughout this episode as things unravel. But a really nice thing about the mine is that eventually it does start to make you lots of money. So spending lots of money to get it is counterproductive. So I'm going to take just a little bit of time to mine this iron, and then I'm also going to go mine a little bit of the corundum as well, and then I will come back and show you exactly what we're going to get done with all of it. Now, as I smelt this, it's also worth pointing out that the other mod that I have, the one that actually makes it so that you gain smithing experience from doing things like mining and turning the ore into ingots, this is also a tremendously, honestly, OP way to level up. I mean, you're really quickly going to get your smithing to 100 by doing this, especially because you can also level it just from mining. And the mine, you can technically mine endlessly. You could walk away from your computer for 6 hours and just keep mining, and that's a thing that you can do. And that is now a thing now. So I discourage such behavior because I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out, if you will. I don't really think it's fair to do something like that, so I would say no to that. But, whatever you're into. Okay, so I don't 100% remember what I needed to make, but we have lots of iron now, so we're just going to make a lot. We'll start with a bunch of nails. Make a few of these things. Some of these guys. I'll make some hinges, because why not? Good enough for now. Well, obviously, we're gonna definitely more later, but that's a good start. And I'm actually happy that I'm in here, because you can see that these are empty rooms. You can kind of get a sense of what this area looks like here. And in here, it's totally empty and just dark and dank and whatever, because all that's about to change pretty soon. The whole place is going to start to evolve. So starting off, like, we can make these scaffolding and walkways. So we're going to do that. That's totally needed for the thing, as well as the exterior, which we're going to need more clay and a lot more nails. Okay. And there's clay just outside that you can mine as well. And, I mean, nails, obviously, I can just keep making more. Finished goods storage. Okay. The raw material storage. Okay. And then the minecart travel system, which is actually really super awesome, and I really want to show you that, but we're going to need more iron fittings. So now that we've done that, you can see, and I think this looks fantastic. So, like, this is the storage area. These, for the most part, are not real bars. You can actually pick up that solid Dwemer metal. But for the most part, like, this looks like it's, you know, like, overflowing with malachite, but in fact, it's actually empty. And it's just for appearances. Like, that's where the malachite is stored. This is, you know, where the ebony is stored, so on and so forth. And you can see that just by sight. And I think it looks fantastic. So, great job on this mod. Like, it really does look nice. And I like the cages. Everything's secure. It's kind of how the East Trading Company does it. So, we got, like, the gem storage box and gold and quicksilver and then regular silver. So, that's, like, the high-value stuff, right? And now we've got cages all through here, including this double cage, which is, like, a security measure. And I really like that. I think that's super cool. Cages here. It's all over the place, right? So, let me make a couple fittings really quick. Which, by the way, these are actually not decorative right here. You can totally pick all these up. Although I think they look nice, like you may as well. Same with these. This is all actual ore. A lot of it is decorative. Some of it's not. So, you know, just pay attention. I meant to check to see if Sky UI was available for Special Edition, and I keep forgetting to. Alright, so travel minecarts. Check. Done. So now we have to do the exterior, and like I said, to do that, we're going to have to make a lot more nails. But more importantly, we need to go get clay, which I needed to go outside to do. Obviously, no clay in here. So now we have these travel carts. And these do a lot of different things, including they're like waypoints like you would use like on a map, but to get around the mine. Because the mine is huge. So if you need to just quickly teleport outside, like you can do that. And the difference, a big difference between this and like fast traveling on the map, it's obviously more specific to this area. It'll take you to very specific locations within the mine. Like, you can take it to go to the iron section of the mine or the silver section of the mine. But also, and arguably more importantly, it will, look at the outside. God, it looks like a crap hole. It'll look really fancy soon, guys, I promise. Also, with the outside, oh, iron fittings. So, yeah, it's going to make you fast travel around and go to specific places. But then, arguably more importantly, another feature that it actually has is that it will do this even if you're over cucumbered. So you're overweight, and normally you wouldn't be able to go anywhere while you're overweight, but now you can. And I think that's a really important feature because you're going to be down in the mine, you're going to sit there for 5 minutes just getting nothing but iron, and now you have 500 iron ore in your pocket or more, so you're super weighed down. What do? You just use the carts, and then you don't have to like slowly walk around at half a mile an hour until you get out of there. So it's a pretty sweet deal. So I'm going to go quickly grab some clay here because we need a lot more of that. And then I'll come back and show you some more mine expansions. Super excited. Love the mine. I guess I could level up too because my smithing's gone up I think like 8 times since we started this. So I'm going to be like close to leveling again. So I may as well. So let's do... What should I do? It's actually been like a week since I've been able to play this character. You know, I'm letting time catch up a little bit, if you will. I guess we could do smithing, since that's what we're leveling. Can I do smithing, actually? No, not yet. Well, I could put a point into lockpicking, making all locks easier to pick. You know what I'm actually going to do? This is like a super rare chance, but I'm going to actually get this. It's one of the things I really like as an added perk. There are 5 Dragons of Fate hidden in random locked containers in Skyrim, and each one grants you 15,000 gold and a free perk point. So, you only have to find one of the 5 to break even on perk points. The thing is, like, it's truly a random chest. And it could literally be, not even a chest, just container. Note that it says container. It could be a barrel. Like, it can literally be anything. Now, it'll say it. You're like, when you look at something and it says, like, oh, this is a material storage thing and it's empty. it'll say that it's special, so you don't have to open every single container you see, but still, like, I've never found one, and most people that use the perk find one, maybe two. Like, finding all 5, like, that's a lot of crazy luck. But just for the it's like a gamble perk. I like it. All right, so there we go. So now we've got the exterior done, and you'll see all the different things that we can have. So there's the exterior smelting and raw materials, the landlord's cabin, which, yes, this is like another house that you can now live in, the mead hall, which is exactly what it sounds like, and then there's the office building for office building and blacksmith house, and then there's the stable and cart, which you can get like a hired cart person, and you can get horses for there and stuff like that. It's the only one that we can actually build so far. So, what are we lacking? Iron fittings, quarried stone, glass. Ah, okay. Yeah, straw. We're going to need lots of straw, lots of glass, more clay, more quarried stone, lots more iron fittings, probably more locks. It's a lot, to be sure. And some of that we're going to have to buy. Some of it we can do without. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get it all together. But that is exactly what I'm going to do. So we'll do 25 glass. We'll do 25 straw. Nah, you know what? I don't want to do any saw logs yet. That's good enough for now. Place the order. And in 2 hours, this chest will be full of goodies. And then, yeah. So quarried stone, more clay, iron fittings. I think more locks. I was probably going to need... I'm not totally sure about that one. All right, so I have more gathering to do. But like I said, there's so much, like... There's so many places of endless resource out here that it shouldn't be a problem. And remember, on the outside here, the only thing that we added was the scaffolding and then one building, the stable and whatnot. But already, a lot nicer out here. We've got this, like, actual wood going on here for, like, a walkway. There's stairs coming up here. There's a huge dock going into the, like, swampy water. And then up here, you can see the carriage, which doesn't have a driver yet. But like I said, later on, you can, like, hire one or whatever. And then this is, like, the horsey stable once we actually have a horse for it. So, already, without actually getting hardly anything at all, it's looking significantly different and nicer out here. And you can start to see the scope of how big this is going to get. By the time we're done, this is going to be bigger than some of, like, the legit towns in this game. It's pretty impressive. Felt it important to note that level progress bar that you just saw go up because that happened from mining. First of all, like I said, you level from mining. But look how close we are to leveling. Like, we just leveled from doing nothing but smithing, and, like, we're about to level up again from literally doing nothing but mining and smithing. So, like I said, I mean, you can, I think, so technically I've done this before. Like I will admit that previously I had stated that I had never done this before, and I was really looking forward to it. But then I had to go on a business trip where I couldn't really play online games. I could only play single player. Didn't want to play the YouTube world because, you know, I don't want to mess that up for you guys. So I ended up starting a new character, and I couldn't help myself, and I started checking this place out. So I know a little bit about it. So I had this, but I'm glad I did because it was really confusing at first, and I was really having a lot of trouble figuring it out. But anyway, so I think I leveled up like 5 or 6 times by the time I was, like, you know, pretty far along as far as making the mine goes and stuff like that. Like, it's actually pretty silly how much leveling you actually end up doing. All right, what do we... Oh, yeah, right. Straw and glass. Okay, so is that here yet? Yes, excellent. All right. Okay, so we can do... Let's do the mead hall first, because that's fun, yeah? Oh, wow. And I guess that's it. Jesus. What else do we need now? So we need more nails, more logs, more clay, more iron fittings. God. It's a lot of stuff. I guess I'll get to work on all that stuff. This is going to take forever. All right, leveled up again. Really is pretty silly. Almost done gathering some materials. I haven't gone to get the clay yet. I really just don't feel like going back outside just yet. But we're almost done with gathering a lot of these materials, and I think it'll be enough to at least get some stuff built. I think I only needed clay for like 1 or 2 of the things. Because I have to go outside anyway to get clay, so I want to build as much stuff outside as I can so we have more new things to look at. All right, so we can do the exterior smelter and raw materials collection place, and again, that's it. Clay and quarried stone is holding us back for that one. Clay and steel is holding us back for that one, so we'll have to get corundum and make steel. And then this one is being held back by all kinds of stuff. Clay, hinges, and more steel again. Okay. Okay, yeah, so clay, I think, was, like, an arching thing that was missing for, like, most, if not all of those things. So let's go outside, though, and look at some of the stuff that we did build. All right. So, if memory serves me, we built the two things. The mead hall, which is there, and the exterior storage and smelting place. And see, now the cart is no longer floating. So this is just like the interior one. You know, you can see, like, there's, like, obviously that's for Dwemer. This, I think, looks really impressive. I think that looks super cool like that. I'm actually glad those aren't real bars, because I would pick them all up and then it wouldn't look as cool. But now we have a place that we can smelt outside, and that's where we're going to be, a lot of our stuff is going to start getting stored. There's no staff yet, so I'm not going to bother going inside, because there's not much to see without the staff. So I'm going to go get more clay and quarried stone. I needed a little bit of stone. I don't think I needed a lot of stone, but I needed a ton of clay. So I'm going to go get all of that, make another clay run here, and then we'll hopefully finish building the exterior, and then it can actually start looking into some NPCs. I do like all this platforms that were put in here now. Some of this stuff was here from the bandits, but then like we obviously like dramatically expanded on it and whatnot. And after we like start to hire people, this all fills out. Like it's super dark and like dank and crazy looking, but like when we hire people, like they actually like fix the place up. Like it's like the NPCs are the ones that are doing the work as it should be. So it's actually pretty interesting to see how that goes. Alright, and before I do that really quick, let's go ahead and get another level put in, because I leveled up again. I don't always spend perk points, so I do like to save a couple in case like something comes up that you didn't anticipate, and you're like, oh, I need to such and such. Good thing I have a perk point available. But I actually do want to get up to here and unlock Ebony. That's going to be important for me in the very near future, so I wanted to get that unlocked, so we'll do that since I just leveled. Alright, so we can do the mead hall furnishings, which is a totally separate thing, so we may as well do that. What's holding us off from doing this, though? Iron fitting. Oh, straw. Dang it. For both of them. Otherwise, it's just iron stuff that I have to make. Iron fittings and hinges. But straw is completely ruining us. Straw, my arch nemesis. Alright. Hey, we can make the cabin. Bink. Still can't make this, though. Nails, fittings, more clay. Oh, God, and locks. And more iron ingots. So this one is a difficult one. This one has a lot of materials. Holy hell. Including clay. Look at that. I need one piece of clay. I was so close, guys. All right, 4 fittings, 2 locks, and literally 1 nail. And then more ingots. Okay. So I need a lot more iron anyway, so let me go do that. Let me go get another thing of clay. Okay, so now we could finally build the office building and blacksmith house, which is actually super important. We can also build the exterior smithing equipment, also important. And now we have to get everything fully furnished. Oh, God, I need more stuff. Ah! You have to get everything 100% built before you can start hiring NPCs. So, it's just a lot of this, guys. It's just going to be a whole lot of goat horns. Seriously, goat horns. Alright, so I'm actually going to, like, take a close look at this. So, I need more iron. That's ridiculous. I just built 20 iron fittings. So, I need 2 goat horns plus 8. So, that's 10 goat horns. And then this, which is more steel ingots. Wow. Okay, but I only need 10 goat horns. That's the only thing that I actually, like, have to pay for. Okay, but now, anyway, you can see this large building. It's actually super cool. So this top floor is the blacksmith house. It actually belongs to the blacksmith and the chef. And then in here is even more places that you can do stuff. Like, we have all these places that you can do things. But that's where the blacksmith does. Actually, the blacksmith usually is in the thing, not there, but whatever. And then down here, this is the mine office. That's where you hire NPCs and stuff like that. Really important to note that because, man, I couldn't find that office to save my life before. Like, it took me a while to figure out, like, okay, I know the thing said I could hire NPCs. Where do I hire them? And I just didn't notice that door on the bottom floor there. So that's where you do it. Okay, so I finally decided to just go ahead and say, yeah, I should probably level up because that was already 2 levels. Like I said, a lot of leveling going on here. No, go out. So I wanted to see if there's anything I actually want to spend my points on. And I think I'd like to do smithing specialization because I've never done that before. And you only get to pick one thing, but you can make that one thing amazing. So I'm going to go with two-handed. And now I can improve two-handed weapons 20% better than I would have before, which is pretty sweet. And I'm going to save the rest of those perks, but like I said, I already leveled twice. I kind of wanted to do something with it. Blacksmith House furnishings. Office furnishings. Landlord cabin furnishings. And then this one just came up, and I don't have enough. I need logs! No! And straw! Damn it! I gotta go get straw! Okay, so now I just need... I literally just made 45 iron fittings, and now I still don't have enough to get everything that I need. It is absolutely insane how much crap you have to build to do this stuff. Like, I mean, at least they provide you with the materials, basically, to get it done, but still, like, wowie zowie. I can understand why they just have a way that you can pay the money. If you're doing this, like, later in the game and you're rich as crap, then it would definitely be easier just to buy everything. I'm almost at a goal just from buying, like straw and bullcrap like that. Yay! Okay, so construction of the main mine facility is completed. You are now able to hire workers for your business. Use the hiring ledger inside the office building to hire workers. And that was the thing that I couldn't find forever. So now all the furnishing is done, but it's not done. I'll go in here to point that out. It's really dark. We can't see. And look at this. Like, there's a bed, yeah, and then there's some boxes. There's a random safe there. Like, this one, like, yeah, there's a bed, but, like, look at it. There's boxes all over in the way. It's dark as crap. This is the mining barracks. Like, this is where the miners are going to live, but it looks like hell. And I'm just pointing out that one place to kind of show you that, like, once it gets workers, they actually, like, put the furniture in place and stuff how they want it, so it looks really nice after that. So I'm not going to bother showing you the insides yet of the mead place or the blacksmith place or any of that nonsense because we haven't hired anybody yet, and without hiring anybody, it still kind of looks crappy, except for the cabin. Not too bad. I like how they have the food, like, plated out like we're ready to go. I like these aren't flowers that you can pick, but they look nice. Little horker head, which is actually very appropriate for here because there's a lot of horkers right by the water. I think the bedroom looks really nice. I used this for storage on another character for quite a while because I didn't have the other house just north of here. And now this is nice and full of water. You can take a bath. The food storage area looks phenomenal, I think. You know, again, like, this isn't actual food that you can pick up. You can see, like, this is a cabbage basket. And it's empty, but you can put cabbages in it. But it looks nice, right? And then the kids' rooms, if you choose to get kids, like, look at this place. Look, they got little training dummies, like, all sorts of stuff. I think, you know, for a kid's room, I think it looks great. So, not a bad little house. Okay, but the NPCs, like I said, they cost money. You can't use, you know, clay and nails to make NPCs, unfortunately. That costs money. Money is a thing that we are currently out of. But we're ready to go. But we have to earn money. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. We built the entire mining facility minus some additional buildings and stuff. So, yes, we can add more buildings and whatnot later. We can add more mine shafts. Like, it will actually get even bigger than this. But this is as much as we can do now until we start hiring staff. And then once we hire staff, that unlocks even more stuff that we can build. It gets very carried away very quickly, but you can see already, like, even without the NPCs here yet filling it in, like, this is already growing to be larger than a lot of towns are. Maybe not Riverwood big yet, but still, like, there's some smaller towns in this game that are not this big, and like I said, we still have more to go. So, thank you all for watching. I appreciate the view and support, as always, and next episode, we'll be going out. We're getting away from building for just a little bit. We're going to head out and look for some more trouble, because we need ways to earn money, and right now, that means exploring. So, look forward to some exploration episodes, and I will see you all then. Laters!